A 750 watt step-through e-bike or a 500 watt step-through e-bike? Which one's right for you? Stick around. Hey everyone, I'm Dustin. I have nearly 20 years experience in the bike and e-bike industry. And today we're gonna talk about 750 watt step-through e-bikes versus 500 watt step-through e-bikes and which one is right for you. Now, before we get into it, hit that subscribe button below. Stay in touch with us here at Sixthreezero. Be the first to know about all the new content we're putting out, giveaways we're doing, and of course, new product releases. All right, right here I've got the simple step-through e-bike. We've got our 750 watt version and we've got our 500 watt version. Now, one of them has fat tires, one of them doesn't. I would say more often than not, 750 watt e-bikes have fat tires, but that's not always the case. So don't quote me on that. But today we'll talk specifically about the motor sizes, and if you're out there looking through a step through, do you need 500 watts? Do you want 750 watts? So let's get into it. Now, obviously having extra power in many situations is not a bad thing, right? If you're going up hills and you really want to breeze through that hill, having the extra power is very, very nice, especially for somebody like my size or bigger. I'm 230 pounds, 750 watts really is a great thing. Now, I can make it up on a 500 watt with the pedal assist and not break a sweat at all. The 750 watt just makes it a little bit easier where it's even less work for me. I can actually do throttle only on the 500 watt, but I'm only going about 5 miles an hour. With the 750, I do throttle only. I'm more in the 8 to 9 mile an hour range going uphill. Now, that really depends on the type of hill. Of course, seriously steep hills are gonna be challenging one way or another. But the other thing I will say about a 750 watt versus a 500 watt, so all e-bikes are limited in their speed. So most states have restrictions. California, the max speed you can go with just the throttle is 20 miles an hour and the pedal assist is 28 miles an hour. Now, on a cruiser e-bike like this, with a 750 watt motor, you're most likely never going to reach 28 miles an hour. It's just not possible with the output of the motor, the fat tires, and the design of the e-bike to actually get you up to 28 miles an hour. I have tried with all my might. The fastest I could actually get is about 22, 23 miles an hour in pedal assist. So, but with that said, in the throttle, it's gonna be limited to 20 miles an hour. So when you add on a 750 watt motor, what you're really getting is, number one, more power to go uphill and acceleration. So you're getting more off the line, let's say. Like if we were to race both of these off the line, the 750 watts gonna go faster. For a lot of riders that I meet here that come for test rides, many of them don't want that really quick acceleration. They're happy to have a smaller motor, especially if you're somebody that does primarily flat or small hill riding. And also, if you just do long range casual riding and you like to use low levels of assistance and you actually like to pedal and utilize your own body, then having a 750 watt really is not necessary. Generally, you're gonna spend more money on a 750 watt. Now, unless you find something that's using less expensive parts in other areas of the bike to make up the difference. But of course, a 750 watt will be more expensive than a 500 watt. You're getting more power. Oftentimes with a 750 watt, you'll see bigger batteries as well, because more power, you want a bigger battery so you don't drain the battery quickly. If you use the same size battery that you're using on a 500 watt as a 750, you will inevitably drain the battery quicker on the 750 watts. So as a result of having a bigger battery, you will also see an increased price. So it's really important for you to think about what's most important to you, what type of riding you'll do. 500 watt is good for a lot of people. You know, more than 50% of riders would be fine with a 500 watt motor. Now, again, if you have a lot of hills, If you're a heavier rider and you just want that acceleration, 750 watt is then probably a good choice for you. So all things to consider. You know, you have to consider what's right for your body, what price point is right. The other thing I'll say is a lot of the 750 watt motors, many of them look kind of industrious in a lot of ways. Sometimes they often have big, heavy duty, clunky frames, which I don't think is always necessary, but that seems to be like a design that a lot of e-bike companies like, that they increase the motors. Now it needs to become this big, beefy thing. Now we're not doing that here at Sixthreezero. Our simple step through is relatively unassuming, doesn't have a huge, thick, bulky frame, you know, and it has a 750 watt motor. So that is a good option if you don't want something big and bulky. But a lot of people do like the big, bulky and the big motor. So if you do, by all means, make that choice. And lastly, just to end, ultimately, again, figure out what's right for you, figure out your budget, and choose the right bike. Last thing I'll say about the motor is we get a lot of riders that get on, and when they push the acceleration of a 750, it scares them. Now, there's another group of people that get on, they're like, wow, yeah, I really like that. I want to go fast. So think about what type of rider are you, what's most important to you. Ultimately, you will be able to make the right choice. Now, if you need any help choosing or have any other questions, please comment below or reach out to us, the team at sixthreezero.com, or call us 310-982-2877. Don't forget, both of these e-bikes are linked in the description if you want to check them out. In addition to that, we offer a 30-day test ride your e-bike policy. If you don't love it in the first 30 days, send it back, no questions asked, no money out of your pocket. We're also going to warranty everything for 1 year. Anything goes wrong in the first year, we'll take care of it, parts and labor. And if you want to come out for a test ride, we're here in San Clemente, California at 1046 Calle Recodo Unit K. Come test ride any of our e-bikes before you purchase to ensure you're making the right choice. Also, join our community. We have a Facebook group called Sixthreezero Peddlers. Join the group before you purchase to talk to existing riders to ensure you're making the right choice. Then when you have yours, post in the group, make friends, and finally download the app to track your rides and compete on the leaderboard. So thanks for sticking around, and don't forget, it's your journey or experience. Enjoy the ride.